All right, we're back. Back in action. 64DD F-Zero-X. Not just Nintendo 64 F-Zero-X. We're talking 64DD F-Zero-X. Have you ever played 64DD? I doubt you have, because I haven't really. But we're going to go with Novus, because I never really got the whole F-Zero thing on Super Nintendo. I don't think I've even ever played it on 64 before, so it's definitely, there's a learning curve to F-Zero. It's not your average racer. It takes some repetition. But this already feels better than the one on Super Nintendo. This feels more like a standard racing game. There sure is a lot of... See, that's what I don't like about it too, is the energy thing where you have to collect energy. Not a big fan of that whole mechanic. It was cool as a Sonic the Hedgehog loop. Just fast-paced rock and roll racing. I am. The weather has been weird. I got my window open because it's really hot in my house from my heaters. So I'm broadcasting this. Maybe my neighbors can hear it. I don't know. But it's been a few days, and I had a little bit of N64 fatigue. I did it twice in one day, and kind of lost it for a second there. But I've been thinking about this 64 all day. I wanted to do it earlier today, but I was tired. But now I'm pretty awake, and I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this N64 thing. Yeah, I gotta say, this is a lot more user friendly than F-Zero on the Super Nintendo. You gotta use a lot of L and R buttons on the Super Nintendo. F-Zero, a lot of use of second place. I would never get second place on F-Zero on the Super Nintendo. Uses a lot of Mode 7 mechanics and stuff. It's just... It's an expert level racing game. But this is more my style. This is straight up racing. And I don't mind the energy thing because the energy is easy to access. And yeah, I'm having fun. Especially knowing that I'm playing the 64DD. When I first turned on my flash cart to start this filming, it said my battery had run dry on my flash cart. So now I'm wondering if I lost all my saves. It said to replace the battery. I restarted the whole thing, and it didn't say that again. So I'm gonna have to go and check out some games and see if it deleted. I guess they were sitting in an Amazon warehouse for a long time, and just the battery ran dry, or maybe it's too cold in my house. But it's not too cold in this room, so I don't know what would make it say that. I got plenty of energy. In 6th place though. 4th place is good. 3rd place, 2nd place, all the way up there. You got this. Oh, you son of a bitch! Got me at the very last second. Now, what else do I have to talk about? I noticed several people have deleted me on Facebook, which is confusing to me because I'm not the type of person to discuss religion or politics on Facebook. All I ever post on Facebook is pictures of my cats and dogs and like my mom and stuff, like family dinners and shit like that. But this kid Alex Sanchez from middle school and his wife Sarah Sanchez, formerly known as Sarah Bach, Alex Sanchez completely blocked me. And Sarah Sanchez just deleted me, which makes me think Alex Sanchez forced her hand in that. What happened? Why did Alex Sanchez delete me? Or why did Alex Sanchez block me? Another guy that introduced me to punk rock. Well, I had already know what punk rock was. I found it on my own, but he kind of brought me in the circle of our local scene. Matt Lovejoy, absolute madman. Used to get in fights all the time, rub shit on his face in fights, eat his own vomit, constantly on probation, constantly in prison. Anyway, he deleted me as a friend, but he only stayed friends with my friend Emily's husband, Edward Wint. So I guess I don't take that much offense. A girl from my high school or my drama class. I went to a drama program at my dad's college. He taught out every summer, like a summer stock kids theater class. This girl, Natalie Baker, deleted me as a friend. That one probably hurt the most because, I mean, why, Natalie? Why? We were always friends. I don't know why she would delete me. And lastly, a buddy of mine, Evan Hill, I'd known since elementary school, maybe like second grade, deleted me as a friend. Weird kid always. He would cry every time he spent the night at the house and have his parents come pick him up, take him home. One time he got a nosebleed on my trampoline. I swear to you, his blood was orange. He had orange blood coming out of his nose. And one time in 7th grade, 8th grade, me, him, and a couple other kids all broke into a house because we thought it was empty. Tried to steal a bunch of stuff, and then my dumbass friend Corey Walter left the door open. Old people walked by, and the old guy was like, "Somebody broke into that goddamn house." And he knew it was us, but he called the cops. I got the fuck out of there. And I was the one that broke in. I smashed the window with a hammer. Got all cut up. I was a disturbed child. I ran off, and they put Corey and Evan in a cop car, and Corey snitched my name, but the guy whose house it was let us go. He was out of town. He was falsely accused of murder. He was suing someone, I think, up in the North Carolina area or something. But anyway, the guy Evan who deleted me as a friend, that was the moment he changed. His mom said, "This is a black spot on the Hill family legacy." And she made him throw away his Screeching Weasel t-shirts and his Green Day CDs and Lagwagon CDs. He just wasn't allowed to be punk anymore. He's a He has a wife and a kid and a job and everything now, so maybe that was a good choice on his mom's part. But I guess that was the beginning of Evan Hill's transformation. But whatever got him to the point of deleting me as a friend on Facebook? I mean, I'll be honest. There's a lot of people on Facebook that I see them and they post all the time. They post too much, and I just unfollow them or maybe snooze them. You know, if I but I can only name 3 people I've actually deleted. 2 of them are some friends from high school that the guy was homeless. He moved in with the girl and who she was dating, who was also a close friend of mine at the time. And he did a Rat Weasley thing and stole the girl away, and they got married like right away. And that hit home. I couldn't forgive them for that. That's a very scummy thing to do. So I blocked them. One other person was abusive to a friend of mine in their relationship, and I just decided to block him too. I wasn't too good of friends with him anyway. So, but I guess my point is, what have I done to warrant these people into deleting me off their Facebook or even blocking me off their Facebook? Makes no sense to me at all. Because like I said, I'm very cordial. I don't express a lot of opinions on Facebook, except for when I'm in groups. I'm very opinionated in like my video gamers over 30 group, things like that, millennial group, shit like that. So it's possible. Every once in a while, I run across a couple of comments. It'll be like, blah, blah, commented on this post. And maybe they saw something they did not like that I commented on a post. That's my only explanation. I can't come up with any other explanation besides that. But I can tell you, it bothered me. And it's been eating me up for the past couple of days. But another thing is, nobody ever likes my posts anymore on Facebook. I know they see them because I post stories too on Facebook and Instagram. I get a lot of views on my stories. So people are looking at my shit. But they don't like it. Nobody ever likes it. Maybe it's because I just post boring, weird shit about video games. Like my last post was Black Friday footage of people buying the Nintendo Wii in 2007. So that's the kind of stuff I like to post. So maybe that's what it. Maybe that's why they never like it. It's just they can't understand it. But I guess when I post like pictures of my family or selfies and stuff, people like that. So it's just the weird shit that I post that people seem to not understand. I guess I'm asking for it, but people are still interested because they're watching my stories. So I guess this game gets a little harder at the last race. This is starting to get difficult. Keep dying. 3 lives left. Get caught up in these corners here. This is ridiculous. I wonder if only the regular Nintendo 64 version has this many cars. There's just so many cars Oh, I'm real low on energy. That's what it is. When you hit the wall, you lose energy. Okay, I gotta keep an eye on my energy. How do I use my boost power? Oh, here we go. Boost the shit out of this motherfucker. It's hot in my house. I'm telling you, I'm sweating. Uh-oh. Low energy. I'm fucked. Wow, look at that. That was dramatic. Right, we're gonna keep going until I run out of all my lives. Yeah, I'm burning up in this house. I don't have central heat. That's been gone for a long time, but I've gotten some blankets and I've put them at the threshold of the kitchen and the hallway. So I've made this little insulated area. It's the only area I really spend any time in anyway. But it's just too good, I guess. I'm too good at heating my house with just simple electric heaters that I'm burning up. I've got the window open right next to me. I'm telling you, I'm on fire right now. Hope I don't pass out. I think I got some water. Maybe it's just the heat of this competition. But this is kind of bullshit. This is kind of I would say this is an unbalanced game because I did really well the first couple of levels. I get to this level and I have to deal with this bullshit. One more chance to go, but it doesn't really matter because I know what the outcome's going to be. I'm going to explode again. Current events right now, just drones flying around everywhere. These little rocket ships are making me think of these drones flying around in the world. A lot of drone footage on TV. I wonder what's going to happen with that. Are they all going to explode like that? We'll just have to see. But I guess that's the end of F-Zero X on the 64 DD. Right, this is a game had a lot of attention when it first, when 64 was first announced. You'd always see this on the lists. But there was this game Blast Corps coming out. I think I played it on my I believe I played it on my Steam Deck, but to play 64 games, you have to have the 64 controller. And I can even program the 64 controller for my Steam Deck, but the button mapping on Battle Shadow, I can't get the up and the left C button programmed into it. So you still are unable to have the full 64 experience when using ROMs. Ignore pack. Why? Why ignore it? I have a pack in there. I just like using my initials so I don't waste a lot of time, you know. Whew, I'm busy. Yeah, like I was saying about these drones, I mean, I am puzzled because they it's not like we don't have the best Air Force in the world. Can't intercept that shit. And it's not like the skies aren't completely like under control. You can't even fly a Cessna off course or lose contact, and then like Tom Cruise will come blow up your Cessna with a missile. Oh shit. Um, there's something they're not telling us. It's like on 9/11 when NORAD was doing an exercise of planes flying into buildings, so they stood down when they heard there was a plane flying into a building. And that's not a conspiracy theory, so don't give me misinformation, YouTube bot, because that's the truth. Okay, I need to follow the arrow. Yeah, there's something going on. I mean, they're saying that
Time to get moving.
we gotta press this arrow to see the path. Supposedly Iran has some kind of mothership. It's been off the coast of the country, and that's who's doing it. I heard that. That could just be a red herring. But I just refuse to believe that they don't know what's going on. We live in a surveillance state. Everybody knows what's going on all the time. And they don't know what's going on with some drones. Sounds fishy to me. This game is convoluted bullshit. I refuse to play it any longer. Alright, this flash cart contains several NES ROMs and supposedly pretty good NES emulator. So I'm going to play Mortal Kombat 2 on the NES. And yeah, let's check this out. Oh, they even got Baraka in it, so. That doesn't look too bad. Controls are shit, though. Like, really shit. The blood's good, though. Yeah, this has more NES games on it than my my NES multi-cart that I bought off of Amazon. This is a flash cart SD card. I bought it for 20 something bucks on Amazon. It's no longer listed. RGT85 turned me on to it. Retro Gaming Tube 85. He's a neckbeard guy that won the algorithm lottery and has a pretty popular YouTube gaming channel. But he sold all of his games, and now he emulates and ROMs a lot. I remember when I was a kid, I was in Software Etc. I saw a Nintendo cart that had Mortal Kombat on it. I was intrigued for a long time. I don't know if this might be the first time I've ever played Mortal Kombat for an NES ROM. No fatalities, so that's kind of lame. Isn't that what Mortal Kombat's all about? Well, this just looks like Mortal Kombat 2. It doesn't control like it at all. If I'm gonna play Mortal Kombat 2, I'm gonna definitely play Street Fighter 2. This has more NES games on it than it has 64 games. Well, I just heard something that sounded like a crash. Outside my house. Apparently there was a road rage incident tonight and someone was shot here in town. It's like somebody's drag racing or something down the street from my house. Yeah, this may look cool. I'm telling you, this is total shit. This is really, really horrible. I guess if you're a kid in Indonesia, you can't really get your hands on any licensed Nintendo games. You just get like bootleg shit. And you want to play Mortal Kombat, and you don't have a Super Nintendo, it's 1994. I guess this will do, but this is not Mortal Kombat 2. Why am I still playing this is the question, because I'm definitely not having fun. Before this, I'll end this before it bothers me anymore. I gotta check this out. Mom, my ears are bleeding. Oh, this is like a... Hey, it's almost Christmas time. Time for Merry Christmas. Well, that sounds pretty good. Turn it up a little bit. Trying to get into the Christmas spirit. I watched a Christmas movie with Danny DeVito tonight with my mom. But I've not been watching a whole lot of Christmas movies. I watched Eyes Wide Shut today. That was my first Christmas movie of the year. I haven't watched Chevy Chase. I haven't watched It's a Wonderful Life. I haven't watched anything. The weather's been unseasonably warm. It was cold for a couple of days. Morning has broken. Mom, my ears are bleeding. That was pretty cool. Jock and Hipple. 2007 made that. Very interesting. That's pretty good graphics for NES. So, am I controlling the fireplace? If you're unfamiliar with 8-Bit Christmas, it's a special NES cart that like lights up and shit. And they release it every Christmas. It's a new game every year. I don't understand what this game is. I really don't. So, a bit confusing. Oh, here we go. Here's the game. Oh, this is Warlords. It's a take on Warlords. Use D-pad to join the game. Okay. Left and right, move it. It's like a Christmas Warlords. Probably really boring to watch. I beat myself. I destroyed my own self. It's the story of my life. Green wins. Well, on to the next game. Let's bust a nut. I can't resist. What is this? This game sucks. With a name like Bust a Nut, you think it would be cool. But it's totally lame. Where's the nut? And why isn't it busting? Fuck this shit. Top 100 IGN NES games. Double Dragon 3, that's a stretch, and they don't even have Double Dragon 1. Double Dragon 3, that's a joke. Double Dragon 3 sucks. Everybody knows that. Zombie Nation, I agree with that. What I heard about. Yeah, this is looking more like it. Russian Roulette. Yeah, I think it came out around 2016. Oh, this is different. The one I saw, it had a talking cowboy. Where's it? I'm just going to see if there's any blood. No blood. What a disappointment. AVGN versus Dr. Wiley. I'm a fan of AVGN, so let's see what AVGN versus Dr. Wiley. There's AVGN. Looks like it's Mega Man 2. Yeah, it's not so bad playing NES on the N64 because it has two large buttons and it has a D-pad, so it translates pretty well. I've played some Super Nintendo on the hacks, or I mean ROMs on the Nintendo 64, and it's not so good because you use the C buttons as the Super Nintendo buttons. And if anyone's watched my channel, these Nintendo 64 playthroughs, you will know that I do not like the C buttons on the 64 controller. They're just too small. They're not ergonomic. When you only need the A and B button, you got the great D. The N64 has a great underutilized D-pad. It's pretty much perfect. Works great. Yeah, so this is just basically Mega Man 2, but you're the AVGN with a gun. It's a good idea. I mean, I'm not hating on it. Love the AVGN, and people are so mean online about the AVGN, saying, "Oh, he's not funny anymore. He needs to give up." And I just don't find that to be true. He's gone through many different phases. I even enjoyed the screen wave media phase. There were ambitious projects like the what's that game called? It's the game where you're a wizard and you go around and kill people. It's really gory. It's a Sega game, but it's on NES too. Whatever that game's called, it's all in one shot. There's no cuts in the whole entire episode. That was fucking genius, and it's still good. I still enjoy it very much. I still enjoy every new AVGN episode. What the fuck is that game called? I'm having a brain fart. Metal Blade Records. I never remember which one you're supposed to go to next. I don't know the order in which you go on. Shit. How do I pick it? I want to use the saw. It's gonna drive me nuts trying to think of that game. You know what? I have it, so I'm gonna just look real quick and see the name of it. Echo, turn on arcade light. When you need to find something, you can't fucking find it. Son of a bitch. Echo, turn off arcade light.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't find the game, but I remember the name of it. It's The Immortal. Like the Immortal John Hancock. There we go. Metal Man. Yeah, the game's called The Immortal, and that's a really genius AVGN episode. Angry Video Game Nerd. Or I recommend checking it out. Angry Video Game Nerd, The Immortal. Yeah, it's like The Simpsons. It can just keep going. And, you know, I don't religiously watch The Simpsons still, but it's still good. I'll be like, oh, it's Sunday, I'll watch The Simpsons in the 50th season or whatever. And it's still funny. And that's the same thing with AVGN. It's still funny. And they'll never run out of funny things on the AVGN because there are so many horrible games out there that he could just go on forever. And hopefully he does. I hate internet haters. I hate the internet. But I realize that I'm broadcasting on the internet right now, but there's a few people that really like watching these, so I do it for you, wherever you are watching. And I do it for myself because I really, this is how I get the poisons out of my system, so to speak. I got to do something, you know. I can't sit in front of the TV all day long. Well, I guess I am sitting in front of the TV. I can't even sit in front of the HD TV all day long. Every once in a while, I have to sit in front of the CRT TV. which has been behaving very well tonight. I've not had to spank it. I've not heard any loud whistling or buzzing sounds. Yeah, I'm just trying to have a chill, fun time. Playing some Nintendo games in the N64, which is cool. It's a cool little novelty to be able to play Nintendo games. Hacked homebrew Nintendo games in my N64. I want to get a flash cart for all my systems. And I want to buy more systems and get flash carts for them. I like flash carts. It's still the same hardware, so it's still the authentic experience. I forgot about Birdo here. The bird babies come to destroy you. My friend Mike Whalen, God rest his soul. When I saw him, he got all the way to the last stage of Mega Man 2, and he was just so good at it. He died once doing the platforming part, and he just quit just to say fuck it. That's how many times he probably beaten Mega Man 2. So why would he even why would he keep going? He can just go and beat it anytime he wants. So. Son of a bitch. I, on the other hand, I don't think I ever have beaten Mega Man 2 because I don't have the patience. I know there's like a certain way you gotta beat each. Oh my god, no. Alright, I'm gonna pull Mike Whalen and I'm done playing this Mega Man 2. I'm just interested to see what they did with it on the Nintendo. Oh, it looks great. I wonder if it has the voice. Yeah, this plays well. This is like arcade quality. I wonder why they never released Berzerk on the NES. Whoever did this did great. Oh, it has the voice. And here comes Evil Otto. Better get away. I could fucking die playing this game like Peter Bukowski. Damn, Evil Otto is fucking brutal in this game. He just comes and gets you. He does not wait. Yeah, I suck at this game, apparently. Fight like a robot. Yeah, I'm impressed. I need to play Nintendo on 64 more often because I have a whole lot of cool Nintendo games. Yeah, this is a full arcade conversion. This even has the for the high score and everything. Number one came out in 2019. Whoever made this, good job. Let's see what else we got. All right, so I took a break for a second. I realized I'm going to title this N64 and More. and I'm going to I figured out what picture I want to use for the thumbnail. I'm going to use the video game Virgin holding an N64 controller in between her cleavage, because I've noticed that if I use a thumbnail of a hot chick, more people click on it. That was a theory I came up with, and I didn't think it worked at first. I put a picture of Balin Dupree, my last N64 playthrough, and I'm playing as a bug. I didn't want to play as a bug. I wanted to play as Chelsea. Yeah, but I'll put a link to the video game Virgin channel. So I'm giving her a little shout out while using her likeness. But I guarantee it will get me more clicks. So this game is cool, but I'm gonna have to restart it. All right. Plays Nadia. Not want to play as the monster. I wanted to use the. I wanted to chop them up with a sword, and I thought there was a code to make it have more gore, where you can chop arms and legs off. It said unlimited. I don't know if that means unlimited health or unlimited like gore power. There's something that makes you be able to chop their heads off and stuff. But we'll just see. We'll move along. Triple strike. Maybe you got to do a triple strike. 1, 2, 3. Use item LZ. Oh, or gun. Is a gun. Oh, LRZ uses the gun. Okay. Maybe it's the combos that chops their heads off and stuff. But yeah, I just remember this being a fun, gory game. But right now, I don't really know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. There's some blood. But I would have to say I don't like using this phrase, but I don't know. This game seems to not have aged well. There's so many hack and slash games out there now that this is like OG hack and slash, so they're just figuring it out when this came out. And I'd like some more enemies on the screen. Oh, there's a monster. See, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, I just chopped him in half. So maybe there is no gore code. It just has gore. And that's good. I like gore. Okay, I don't know what I just did. I opened a door. Yeah, I'm not trying to get monetized. I'm not trying to become Mr. Beast or PewDiePie or something. But I do like it when my videos get a decent, like, if I can get 25 clicks, I'm happy. And I noticed that my Balin Dupree thumbnail of playing Nintendo 64 games, that already has 70 something views. So the people see the picture of the hot chick and they click on it. So that's what I'm going to do. Video game Virgin is going to be the thumbnail of this video. Maybe they'll think that the video game virgin is playing, but she just has a very deep southern gay man voice. You never know. Her real voice, if you check out her channel, she's pure Valley girl. But we all deserve to have our Nintendo 64 gameplay watched, I think. So, like that channel Review Tech USA used to start off with a picture of some drunk blonde dude, and go scoot up and dot up, and I think most people who were watching it thought that the narrator over the videos was the drunk blonde dude, and he looks like a cool dude. And the Review Tech USA guy has a cool voice. He sounds cool, but in reality, he's a big, sloppy, fat guy. And he began to show his face after a while, but I think he got those initial subs with the ruse that he was this drunk blonde guy, cool dude, making videos. So, I'm not afraid to use a little trickery. That's show business, okay? That's show business. Crowley. Everything has to have something about Mr. Crowley. I really wonder what went on in his head, And I wonder sometimes, did he talk to the dead? I'm not sure. I mean, personally, his lifestyle to me seems so tragic. And the thrill of it all, you see, he fooled all the people with magic. That's Mr. Crowley for you. Triple kick. Yeah, I mean, this came out, there is no God of War. There is no real good hack and slashes. This is the I would say this is the first example of a hack and slash I can think of. So it's groundbreaking. Most groundbreaking games go back and they're not so groundbreaking. Like with Video Game Virgin, she played what could be considered the first fully functional 3D platformer, Mario 64, and she did not enjoy herself. She did not have fun playing Mario 64. She did enjoy Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That was her favorite one she played. But by then they'd had a few years to perfect the whole 3D platforming thing. And it made it a more enjoyable experience. I looked through the history of Mario 64 with rose-tinted glasses because I made some great memories with that game. But honestly, I don't think I've ever beaten it. I got pretty far because I had the strategy guide as a kid, so I knew where to find all the stars. But it was just that initial seeing the first time seeing the Nintendo 64 at Walmart, seeing Mario 64 on the screen in full 3D was like nothing I'd ever seen before. And I decided at that moment that I was not getting a PlayStation, I was getting a Nintendo 64. And I don't regret it. I play Nintendo 64 way more than I go back and play PS1 games. I had a PS1 actually, but as I said before on this channel, for some reason I gave it to Kyle Whalen. It was given to me as a gift from my stepmom's brother-in-law, And I was an unappreciative little bastard because I gave it to Kyle Whalen. And then he ended up getting a Nintendo 64. So it was it's what they refer to as the bread of fools. You give bread to a fool, they don't appreciate it. I don't think Kyle Whalen ever appreciated that I gave him that PlayStation. And I gave him a PlayStation 3 backwards compatible with a bunch of games for all three systems as a gift. But I should have got him a PS4 because the PS4 had just come out, but there was like no games on the PS4, so I decided to get him the backwards compatible PS3. He did not have an HD TV, so I thought that'd be a better gift, but all he said was, "Is it your old one or something?" But no, I got him with my own money a backwards compatible PS3. He never really thanked me for it, just like he never really thanked me for that PS1 back in the day. But I can't let that bother me. I can't let that dictate my own happiness. I can't let the fact that he ignores all my texts to dictate my happiness. I just got to move on. He's a hard-working man. My sister, she's a lawyer. She works really hard. All she does is work all day, even on the weekends. So she doesn't answer my texts very much either. Kyle Whalen is constantly making pizza, so he can't answer my texts all the time. But every once in a while, I send him a true gem, like the fact that Joe Donahoe was on the Tampa Bay Rowdies soccer team. He'll respond. That is the trick. It's finding a text good enough for Kyle Whalen to respond. I sent him a happy 40th birthday video. It was a YouTube video that said "Happy Birthday, Kyle," and the logo of 20th Century Fox Pictures, and did the dun 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 dun. And then it played "Happy Birthday" on the saxophone. And a little known fact, me and Kyle Whalen both played saxophone in 6th grade band. So I knew that would get him. So he thanked me for that. He said he described that he was depressed. He was turning 40, and I reassured him it's depressing at first, but then once you let it sink in for a couple of months, it's actually really funny. I said it once, I say it again. Echo, what time is it?
The time is 11 p.m.
It's 11 p.m. on a Sunday night, and I'm sitting here talking to myself, filming a 25-year-old video game on my iPhone, and I'm 40 years old. Back when I was in my early 30s, I remember playing Nintendo 64. This kid Clark, and I think my friend Cray, and George, and I was like, wow, I'm 31. I've done nothing with my life. I'm sitting here playing the fucking Nintendo 64 Mario Kart. What the fuck is happening with my life? But now that I'm 40, I think that's funny as shit. It feels good to see disgust in their eyes. It's a quote from Henry Rollins from the song "Spray Paint the Walls" by Black Flag. And it feels good to see disgust in their eyes. It really does. I think I might have played this game long enough. I don't want to bore my enthralled audience, especially considering that I am going to put this video game virgin thumbnail to get as many people to watch this as I possibly can. So I'm going to move on to the next game. Okay, I was going to play San Francisco Rush 2, but I started it off with a racing game. I don't want to overdo the racing games. And this is just a fun game to watch. I'm going to play this game. It was an arcade game originally. It's an arcade game of an arcade game that came out back in the day. It's called Rampage. And you can't even play as the monkey in Rampage 2. This will do the rhinoceros. This doesn't even look... Okay, you got to rescue him. That's obviously that guy that used to do the CBS Evening News. This is looking more pre-rendered, and the other one looks more claymation. This is interesting. I don't know if I've played this. This is Rampage Universal Tour. I'm more a Rampage World Tour guy. Yeah, these graphics are pre-rendered. I think. I don't think this is. I don't think this is claymation. I like eating the people. There we go. It's always fun. I'm gonna rescue George. Yeah, it's been a fun night of playing games. I don't do it at least every couple of days. I really crave it, but made one video that I'm gonna keep unreleased. It was just I'd already done a note to self: don't do 2 Nintendo 64 playthroughs in one day because it'll take a lot out of you. You know, I do a lot of talking. It's like a 2-hour therapy session. You don't want to go to therapy, get all your emotions out, talk about everything, and then go to therapy again a few hours later. You want to go back. You want to give it a couple of days or a week or something, because you just can't squeeze blood out of a turnip. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I got stuck in a perfect dark ROM hack where I just couldn't get past the first level. And I have that problem a lot with Perfect Dark, where I can't get past the first level. I think you're supposed to go in some kind of elevator and find a lab or something. But I always go in the elevator and I only go up like one level and then go up another level. And I get lost. I can get past like the first few stages of GoldenEye. By the time I get to that ship, I know it's time to quit playing because I'm not going to get any further. But Perfect Dark, I'd say about half the time I can't get through the first stage because I just forget what to do. That's the Nintendo 64 for you. 4 for you, I like that. But yeah, I like to talk about what's on my mind, and I mean, I know this is great for the last game because I've run out of shit to talk about. I don't really know what to talk about anymore. My stepmom's brother-in-law had this on the PlayStation he gave to me. He bought a new PlayStation, gave me his old PlayStation. I don't know why. Maybe he just really wanted to play. Me and him would always talk video games. Maybe he just was like, oh, he has a 64. I feel sorry for him. I'm going to give him a PlayStation. You know, it was a really nice gesture. And I kept it for a while. I had a few games. Blasto. I remember I had the game Blasto. I got that for free. I guess I had a lack of games. And back then, I had just started smoking weed maybe and cigarettes, so I didn't have a lot of disposable income to buy games, and I really only ever got games birthdays and Christmas anyway. So wasn't able to collect a whole lot of PlayStation 1 games. But then I feel like as soon as I gave that PlayStation 1 to Kyle Whalen, the Pizza Hut demo with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Warehouse level comes out. I'm like, fuck. I want Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but I already gave my PlayStation to Kyle Whalen. God damn it. And then the demo for Metal Gear Solid comes out. I don't know. Kyle Whalen had a job at McDonald's. I think he started when he was 14 years old, maybe even 13. So he was always getting the new PlayStation games. He had Bushido Blade. He had Tenchu Stealth Assassins, and he had all the Tony Hawks. So, I mean, I spent half my life at Kyle Whalen's house smoking out of the bong, swag, smoking cigarettes. So, I guess it was just like the PlayStation was at his house, and I was going to be at his house anyway. So I might as well give it to him, and he can buy a bunch of games, and we can play the games together. I guess that's my reasoning. When you're a kid, your friends, you give your friends stuff. Your friends borrow stuff. Now that I'm an adult, I'm not giving shit to anybody unless they're family. That being said, I gave my brother-in-law a bunch of PS5 games to play because he just bought a PS5. But I know I'm getting them back. Last time I let a friend borrow a game was I let this guy Michael Anderson borrow Lollipop Chainsaw for the Xbox 360, and he had it for months, and I kept asking him about it, and he just never returned it. Kept having to pester him about it, and I don't even think he ever even played it. So I don't give my games to people to borrow, not anymore. But I mean, at this point in my life, I don't talk to anyone anyway. I talk to my friends in Florida, but I don't talk to anybody in this town. I'm not part of the scene so much anymore. I gave my apologies to the people I wronged last show I went to. And I was skinny and I looked good. And it was a great night. Saw a bunch of old friends. But I think that's about it for me. And as far as the scene, and that's why I moved to this town, was for its utopian punk scene in the early 2000s. But the scene is dead, shave your head. And I really want to shave my head, but my mom says that she's going to get me a haircut, so hopefully she'll get me a haircut soon. But on that note, I think I'll call it a night. Got a lot of editing to do, and I look forward to watching this and have a bunch of people click on the thumbnail, think it's a video game version, and then click off. So, time to make the donuts. Bye-bye.